afternoon, sir. Sir, am I audible?
Yeah. जी प्रखर गुप्ता.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first all congratulations to आपने इस बार यूपीएससी आईएसएस 2023 का आपने रिटन क्वालिफाई किया, आपका ये है ठीक. सो टेल अबाउट योर, आप अपने बारे में बताइए.
Sir, my name is Prakhar Gupta and I belong to Lucknow district of Uttar Pradesh. I have completed my graduation and post-graduation from Ramdas College, University of Delhi, with my majors in statistics. And I am here because I have deep interest in statistics, and this job is one of the best jobs in the country that will allow me to work in the field of statistics on real data, where I will be able to formulate data-driven policies, success-based policy making.
Okay. Sir, continue.
Okay, Prakhar Gupta जी, congratulations. आपने जो है एक प्रेस्टिजियस जॉब का इंटरव्यू के लिए आपने क्लियर किया है. ओके, आपकी आवाज थोड़ी फंस रही है.
So I don't know, sir. Sir, there may be some network issue. I tried to connect the earphone, but it didn't connect it, so it's on.
Okay, no problem. So, Prakhar, fundamentals of official statistics. There are 10 fundamental principles of official statistics. Tell me about those.
Sir, 10 fundamental principle of official statistics we adopted. It was given by UN and we adopted in 2015. Sir, they are like they are to maintain accountability, transparency, and efficiency of the system. Like, sir, to provide the data to the public on impartial basis, and it talks about maintaining trust by using scientific principles and professional integrity, and sir, to correct any if the interpretation of statistics people are taking it any wrong way, and its responsibility is to clear it in front of public, and sir, to provide policies to make aware the citizens about the policies and laws according to which data is collected, and it also talks about coordination and multilateral cooperation and bilateral cooperation between different organizations internationally.
Okay. Can you tell me about real and nominal GDP?
Real and
nominal GDP.
Yes. So GDP is actually complete count of all the goods and services that are produced within the domestic boundary of the country. And real GDP calculate with reference to base year price, and nominal GDP we calculate with respect to the current year price.
Okay. So, what is the GDP estimation of by RBI for the year 2023 and 4?
Sir, I'm not aware about actual figures. Sir, GDP inflation, no, sir, not aware about it.
Okay. Need that. Tell me about the divisions. National Sample Survey Organization Office.
Division of National Sample Survey.
Yeah, various divisions.
Sir, National Sample Survey. Yes, sir. There are 4 divisions. First is Data Processing Division, Field Operation Division, Coordination and Publication Division, and sir, one more division which I am not able to recall right now.
Can you repeat it?
Sir, Data Processing Division, Coordination and Publication Division, Field Operation Division, and the Survey Coordination Division is also there with this Survey bi-monthly. One more division is there which I am not aware right now.
Okay. What is CACP?
Yes, the CACP stands for Commission for Agriculture and Commodity Prices. So it recommends the price of um crops by means of MSP and FR.
Why MSP is given?
The MSP is given to ensure that the farmers are well paid for their production. It includes their cost of production and also the labor work that they provide. So to basically provide the good price to farmers for their crop. To and yes, sir, this is the
Okay. In recently, export preparedness index was released. Okay, in 2023, in this
index.
year, export preparedness index. Tell me about this. You have no idea about it. Okay. Do you know about
Actually, your voice is not true.
global hunger index?
Yes, sir.
Tell
Sir,
me about that.
Global Hunger Index is released by concert by and World Hunger Life, and FAO also get involved. So there are four parameters in it. One is stunting, undernourishment of children, wasting, and under mortality of children under 5 years. Mortality of children under 5 years of age. And yes, sir. These are the four parameters, and it basically tells the health condition of the country.
Okay. What is difference between economic census and population census?
The economic census is census which is conducted by NSO, and it consists of it is a comprehensive survey which basically collect data about all the establishment except except agriculture, and it also provide a national business register to each establishment. But the population census is the census which collect information about the household uh, and the population basically, and it can collect information about various socio-economic indicators of person, demographic details. These all indices are covered in census. And it is conducted by Ministry of Home Affairs, Office of Registrar General.
Okay. Can you tell me about the project that you did in 76th round of NSS survey?
I'm not able to list.
What were the subjects
Okay, what was
that
the subject covered?
yeah,
Recent
included in 76th round of NSS?
in 76 round.
Yeah.
I'm not very sure, but I think water, sanitation, and hygiene related survey was conducted in 76 round.
Okay. And what was its period?
Sir, it was six. It has 6 month reference period, but I am not sure, but I think July to December.
July, December, in which year?
So 2017 maybe. I'm not very sure about
18.
it.
2018. Okay.
Okay.
What is GVA? Gross value added.
The gross value added is the value added by different sectors of the economy in the by different sectors of in production producing a good, and it is calculated by the value of the final outcome minus intermediate consumption.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Over to you.
What is predictable and unpredictable experiment?
I'm not heard of it.
And deterministic or indeterministic?
I'm sorry about it.
Random experiment?
The random experiment is the experiment which is performed under identical conditions and has minimum two outcomes, and they should be known.
Give any one example on random experiment.
So, sir, like a very simple example, if you toss a coin, it is a random experiment. It has two outcomes, either head or tail will come, and both are known in advance.
Okay, good. What is basic difference between the pivotal quantity and ancillary statistics?
Sir, pivotal quantity. First of all, I would like to tell ancillary statistics. It contains in ancillary statistics the sorry, sir, I'm not able to recollect it right now.
Okay, and what is statistics?
So, statistics,
स्टैटिस्टिक्स से आप क्या समझते हैं?
sir, statistics is basically a branch of science where we deal with data by collecting it, then tabulating it, then analyzing it, and then interpreting it. It's basically the study of data.
Give the basic assumptions on linear model.
So the very first assumption is the relationship between the independent variable and the dependent variable must be linear, and there must be no heteroscedasticity or multicollinearity or autocorrelation, and number of observation must be greater than number of parameter. Yes, sir.
Pairwise uncorrelated or not?
Sir?
Observations are either done pairwise uncorrelated or not.
Sir, observations are pairwise uncorrelated or not? The error term observations, sir, if you have high correlation with observations, then sorry, sir, I'm not getting the question.
Okay. Predetermined variable exogenous variable में क्या डिफरेंस है?
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to recollect it right now.
Simultaneous linear equations model and simultaneous linear equations model और जो बेसिक अब जो मॉडल्स आपके हैं, ठीक, जिसको हम लोग GLM बोलते हैं, जनरल लीनियर मॉडल, इसमें क्या डिफरेंस है?
In simultaneous equation model, in general linear model, we have one dependent variable or one or more than one independent variable. But what happens in simultaneous equation model, some of the endogenous variable, which we call dependent variable, act as an explanatory variable to some other endogenous variable. So they have a simultaneous intersection of relation endogenous variable. So this is the main difference. So we need to this is the main difference between simultaneous equation model and the linear model which we study.
Okay. Identification problem से क्या समझते हैं?
So by identification problem, we identify that which particular endogenous variable represents this particular equation. And so if the number of parameters in the reduced form model is less than or is equal to number of parameters in general model, which we call general model, structural model, when we say the model is exactly identified, otherwise it depends on if number of parameters is less than the structure question, then we say unidentified distribution. And if it's greater, then the model is more identified.
नहीं, आइडेंटिफिकेशन प्रॉब्लम क्या समझते हैं?
Sir, as I told, sir, identification problem, we tell that whether we are able to determine which variables are responsible for the effect of particular endogenous variable. Means if we are able to write endogenous variable in terms of exogenous variable, and we are able to estimate the parameter coefficient, then we say the model is identified. And if you are not able to say that, then it is an identification problem, because we are not able to identify the endogenous variable. It's a effect of endogenous or endogenous.
मैं कुछ आंसर बता रहा हूँ, आप बताइएगा वो करेक्ट और नॉट है. आपका structural parameters can be obtained from the reduces coefficient. This means identifications. Identify. This is correct or not correct? Structural parameters can be obtained from the reduces coefficient. So this is the identity.
Your voice is breaking, so I'm not getting the speech.
Okay, next. Structural parameters can be obtained from the reduces coefficient.
Yes, sir.
So this will be correct or not?
Well, then the fixed equation is identified. There will be no identification problem.
Okay.
Uniquely identified, then there will be no identification problem. It can be over identified, then we will have identification problem again.
Okay. 2 SLS और 3 SLS, ILS एंड 2 SLS, ये कब मतलब इसके जो एस्टिमेट्स होते हैं आइडेंटिकली होते हैं?
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall.
ओके. आपका ऑप्शनल पे स्टैटिस्टिक्स 4 पेपर में आपका क्या टॉपिक है, मतलब क्या क्या आपने यूनिट्स लिया है?
I've taken demography, quality control, and quality control.
डेमोग्राफी एंड क्वालिटी कंट्रोल. क्यों, इसके पीछे कोई लॉजिक या कोई रीजन या और भी चीज?
No, sir, there was no such reason. I talked to friends and they said this will be easy and you don't need to revise much in quality control. There was no specific reason.
मतलब और सारे भी यूनिट्स तो हैं, जैसे मल्टीवेरिएट हो गया, डीओई हो गया, आपका डिजाइन ऑफ एक्सपेरिमेंट हो गया, ऑपरेशन रिसर्च हो गया, तो क्या मतलब इनको
I haven't thought much. I will have to choose a paper. So I choose demography and quality control.
ओके. डेमोग्राफी आपका, ठीक. अच्छा, अगर आपको कहा जाए डेमोग्राफी और मल्टीवेरिएट में, जैसे मान लीजिए आपने पेपर्स आप दे रहे हैं, ठीक, और डेमोग्राफी और मल्टीवेरिएट के मतलब एक बाउंडेशंस लगा दिया जाए इस तरीके से कि आप फर्स्ट प्रेफरेंस किसको देंगे, फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी अभी किसकी होगी?
Sir, for this paper, I have prepared for demography a lot, so I will give preference to that. But I do have a little bit knowledge of multivariate. So if given preference, then I will choose demography. But I am also comfortable in multivariate.
मतलब आप डेमोग्राफी के साथ साथ मल्टीवेरिएट में भी आप कंफर्टेबल हैं, ठीक है. चलिए, डेमोग्राफी में आपका पॉपुलेशन प्रोजेक्शंस, ठीक, पॉपुलेशन एस्टिमेट्स में क्या डिफरेंस है?
Sir, I'm not very sure, but I think population project. When we talk about population projection, then we talk about future difference. We talk about means in late future what will be the projection based on the current data. And when you talk about the estimate, then we have we talk about basically estimating the present value of the parameter population.
इंटरसेंसल एस्टिमेट एंड पोस्ट-सेंसल एस्टिमेट्स में क्या डिफरेंस है?
Sir, inter-census estimate, sir, suppose we have census estimate must population value given for 2001 and 2011. Then if we have to find the estimate for 2001 and 2011, then it will be known as inter-census. And post-census estimate, if we will predict for greater than for more than 2011 years, so later years, then we will say a post-census estimate.
रैंडम वेक्टर्स क्या होता है?
The random vectors are nothing but the set of random variables.
रैंडम
If you
वेक्टर्स नहीं
have more than one random variable, then we say that random vectors. If it's a concept of multi-dimension.
आप मल्टीवेरिएट आप पढ़े होंगे तो उसमें रैंडम वेक्टर आपको बताया गया होगा, फिर आपका मीन वेक्टर बताया गया होगा, फिर वेरिएंस कोवेरिएंस आपको बताया गया होगा। तो रैंडम वेक्टर्स क्या होता है?
As I told, sir, if we means in random variable we have single dimension, but we take two, three or more random variables, then it will be a concept of multi-dimension and we call them random vector.
इन वेक्टर फॉर्म।
Yes, sir.
सिंपली हम कह सकते हो कोई वेक्टर आपका है जो रैंडम वेरिएबल्स को कंटेन करता हो, ठीक। दिस इज कॉल्ड द रैंडम वेक्टर्स। ओके सर, कंटिन्यू।
Okay, Prakhar, periodic labor force survey.
Yes.
You may be knowing about that.
Yes, sir.
So tell me about ELFS and its different functions.
The periodic labor force survey is a quarterly survey and it is released by NSO and it measures employment and unemployment indicators in a quarterly basis on in urban areas and annually basis in both urban and rural areas. And key employment indicators such as workers population ratio, labor force participation ratio, and unemployment rate. So these are the parameters it tells about us.
What is sampling design? Is sampling design used?
Sir, in urban areas, we use rotational panel survey design to estimate the rotational panel survey design, and it is ensured that 75% of the first stage unit are matched between two consecutive visits. And in urban, we go for first, we collect sample annually, and we use multi-stage stratified sampling, two-stage stratified sampling basically.
Okay. Survey design and research division. It is a part of which organization?
So it is a part of this NSSO.
NSS. Okay. Can you tell me about its function? SDRD function?
Sir, I am not totally aware, but as its name suggests, it is basically responsible for designing the samples that it conduct, and this is the main.
Hmm. Planning of surveys. Okay. Designing inquiry schedules and formulation of sample design. Okay, that's okay. What is the basic unit of agri census?
Basic unit of
Agriculture census. Agriculture census.
it's operation household.
Operational holding.
Operational.
So, operational holding is the basic unit. And what is the period of agriculture?
Sir, three. I guess, sir, for 5 years. It is completed after 5 years. 5 or 3 years. I am not very sure about it.
5 years annually. Okay.
ओके सो लास्ट क्वेश्चन प्रखर जी।
Yes, sir.
सिंपल लीनियर रिग्रेशंस और आपने लॉजिस्टिक रिग्रेशंस भी आपने सुना होगा, नाम तो पढ़ा ही होगा, बाकी और सारी चीजें हैं, ठीक। सो सिंपल लीनियर रिग्रेशंस में आपके जो प्रेडिक्टर वेरिएबल्स हैं या जो रिस्पांस वेरिएबल है, इनकी अपनी रेंज क्या है?
The simple the predictor variable. Sir, it's real line.
ऑन द रियल एंड। और लॉजिस्टिक रिग्रेशंस
So we classify data and means 0 and 1 basically are predictor binary classification we use.
सर, सो गिव योर कमेंट।
Okay, there is one question related to current affairs. The successful launch of Chandrayaan-3. Why is it very much important? One of the most important launch, or you can say, program of achievements of ISRO. I would say.
Yes, sir. Sir, many reasons. If we see from the perspective of research development, science and research, then it has a very important role, and important role as uh, we will be able to launch our own satellite for using geo satellite like GPS and all. We can also means these are the means basically tells that we are launching. And sir, second is business point of view. It will give a message to foreign countries that India has a very good research and science center, and so that as we have seen that countries, we launch several satellites of various countries. So from business point of view also it is very important, and it will send a message to countries. And I will also say India means we are becoming self-dependent by using such technology and getting advancement which are very essential in future years in any perspective, in any field. It's a step towards self-reliant, dependent.
Okay. So प्रखर, आपका इंटरव्यू सेशन, तो आपने आंसर्स जो भी दिए, आपके आंसर्स, the responses of your answer were good, and there are some, I think, technical due to which voice are fuzzing.
I was not sure, but I have noted down the points, so I will read about it.
Note the points, and I would say when you are going for interview, there are different panel members, and they will ask you different questions that belongs to general studies and current affairs.
Yes.
So current affairs के क्वेश्चन, और current affairs के क्वेश्चन जैसे indices हो गए, economic related, economy से related जो भी है, such as economic survey, okay, national family health survey, इनसे related questions जो है आपके जो है तैयार होने चाहिए. पॉइंट्स उनसे रिलेटेड जो फाइंडिंग्स हैं, वो सारी चीजें आप जो है अच्छे से उनको देख लीजिए. और ऑफिशियल स्टैटिस्टिक्स की जो भी आपके सिलेबस के अनुसार, जैसे एग्रीकल्चर सेंसस, सेक्टर वाइज स्टैटिस्टिक्स, ओके, एंड डिफरेंट डिवीजंस, देयर फंक्शन, देयर हेडक्वार्टर्स, ओके, रिलेटेड चीजें उनको आप जो है जरूर देख लीजिएगा. और आपका रेस्पॉन्स अच्छा रहा, कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ जाइए इंटरव्यू, और उसके लिए जो है आपको बेस्ट ऑफ लक. Okay, sir.
I want to
जी बताइए.
from you also, sir. You only, sir. You ask question like predetermined variable and exogenous variable. Sir, what approach should I took while explaining these questions? Means I know means I have studied them. I know what it is, but how to means think of it and respond it. What should be the definition and how to respond it? Particularly, I've never studied the definition of these means, predetermined or exogenous. So how can I say that to you? Means explain it.
Predetermined.
Sir?
Predetermined variable और
Sir, जैसे आपने predetermined and exogenous बोला मुझसे, तो predetermined I know the value is already given, but I don't think this is not a means formal, or I should say it's very basic. So how to think that what to say better means, how can I say in a better way what are predetermined variables?
Predetermined variable generally based on the lag variables.
Sorry, sir?
Lag variables.
Okay.
Okay. So lag variable जैसे आप कहते हैं कि टाइम बेस्ड आपका जो था yt on the current time based होगा, और एक ytt-1 on the previous time based आपके. So previous time based आपकी जो वैल्यू है जैसे लाइक आपका predetermined variables आपके हो गए, ठीक. और जनरली बेस्ड ऑन द लैग वेरिएबल्स, और आपके जो एक्सोजेनियस वेरिएबल्स हैं, दिस वैल्यू आर नोन, जस्ट लाइक दे आर द independent variables.
Okay. Okay, this is explanation for the.
Okay.
One more thing.
So आपके आंसर का, लेकिन कहीं कहीं कुछ क्वेश्चन के आंसर आपके ऐसे थे जहाँ पे जैसे मान लीजिए अभी आपसे पूछ लिया गया था क्वेश्चन था आपका ये रैंडम वेरिएबल से रिलेटेड कुछ क्वेश्चंस आपके थे, ठीक. प्रेडिक्टेबल अनप्रेडिक्टेबल एक्सपेरिमेंट आपका हो गया, या जस्ट उसी को डिटरमिनिस्टिक या इनडिटरमिनिस्टिक एक्सपेरिमेंट के तौर पे उसको पूछ लिया गया आपका ये. तो ये सब जैसे जैसे मान लीजिए सब क्वेश्चंस आपके चेन बेसिस क्वेश्चन, जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं चेन बेसिस क्वेश्चंस आपका होता है। कभी कभी क्वेश्चन जब आपसे पूछा जाता है कुछ, तो जस्ट उसी टॉपिक से रिलेटेड कुछ और भी सारे क्वेश्चंस आपसे पूछ लिए जाते हैं।
यस
तो ऐसा नहीं, मतलब जो भी आपके इंटरव्यू के जो क्वेश्चंस या और भी सारी चीजें, मतलब कोई डेरिवेशनल पार्ट या कुछ ऐसे रहेंगे, आपके बेसिक बेस्ड आपके क्वेश्चंस रहेंगे। तो इसमें कुछ ऐसे बस जो हमारे जो स्टैट्स के कुछ जो बेसिक आपके पार्ट है, वो आप स्टैट पेपर की हम बात कर रहे हैं,
यस
ठीक। तो उसको एक बार आप अच्छे से थोड़ा सा कर लीजिए। कम से कम बेसिक चीजें, जैसे आपसे कुछ क्वेश्चंस आपके जैसे अब कोई रैंडम एक्सपेरिमेंट से बारे में पूछ रहा है, और अगर हम रैंडम एक्सपेरिमेंट का डिफिनीशन ही नहीं दे पा रहे हैं, बता ही नहीं पा रहे हैं, या उसके अपने जो टाइप डिटर्मिनिस्टिक एंड डिटर्मिनिस्टिक जो जब हम स्टार्टिंग से ही हम इसको पढ़ते हुए आते हैं, तो थोड़ा सा ये गलत इम्पैक्ट पड़ता है, ठीक।
सर, तो मैंने
हम्म,
आपका बताया था उसमें सर क्या मतलब मैं इम्प्रूव कर सकता हूँ?
जी बताइए।
सर, जो मैंने रैंडम एक्सपेरिमेंट डिफाइन किया था, तो उसको मैं कैसे इम्प्रूव कर सकता हूँ? मतलब क्या उसमें ऐड ऑन कर सकता हूँ? कहाँ पे कमी थी उसमें?
नहीं, वो सही है अपनी जगह पे सही है। वो तो आपका टोटल आपका लैंग्वेज है, ठीक। कभी जैसे हमारे आजकल देखकर टोटल लैंग्वेज भी नहीं देते, आपका बुक में लिखा कुछ चीजें होती है जो हम एक ओरली बता सकते हैं। चलिए, सो बेस्ट ऑफ लक। और आपका कब है इंटरव्यू?
20th को।
ये आपका फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट था, या पहले आपने मतलब आप एग्जाम क्वालिफाई हुआ उसके बाद आपने इंटरव्यू आपने दिया?
सर, दिस इज गोइंग टू बी माय थर्ड इंटरव्यू। यस सर।
चलिए ठीक है, तो जाइए और थोड़ा सा और भी अच्छे से उसको अपना बेसिक आपका पार्ट को अच्छे से तैयार
यस श्योर।
करें।
थैंक यू सर।
Thank you.
थैंक यू सो मच सर।